Hello everyone, welcome to What's Crafting Wednesday. Lisa here. We're going to be doing something a little different tonight. If you wish, you may craft along with me as we make this Ghirardelli treat holder. But before we get started with that, let's get on to our drawing from last week for the two Hooray For You masculine cards. And I have my tickets here. I'll just drop the names in. Give them a shake. And let's see who I have here. And I have Judy. Well, congratulations, Judy. I will get those off to you. Thank you, Judy, and everyone for joining me last week and for commenting. Okay, so today we will be making this treat holder, and it holds 3 of the Ghirardelli squares. And be using the Sweet Strawberry stamp set, along with the coordinating punch for the little flowers, and the double oval punch. Polished pink cardstock and ink, and the 2021 to 2023 In Color DSP. And I think that's all the supplies. Oh, and basic pearls. So let's clear the workspace here. Now, earlier in my post, I just said a 5x7 piece of cardstock. That was just so that you could go along and make the holder with me, and then you can decorate it yourself later, however you would like. I have the measurements here for the DSP, and once Facebook Live is finished, I will go in, as I always do, and edit and put all the details. But what you will need, in addition to your 5x7 piece of cardstock, is some scrap of the same color for stamping and punching, and a scrap of basic white for stamping and punching. And then your DSP, you will need one piece that is cut at 2 3/4 by 1 3/4. And 2 pieces that are 2 3/4 by 3/4 high, and 2 more pieces that are 1 3/4 by 3 3/4. So, and I also have this little template. I will leave this here. Hopefully you can see that as we go along. You will need your scoring tool now, either your paper trimmer with your scoring blade or a scoreboard. And on the 5-inch side, we're going to score 1 inch on each side. So you can either score 1 inch and flip it and score 1 inch, or you can score 1 and then go over to 4. So we'll just score at 1 and 4, since that is what I have in my directions here. And then over to 4, and we're going to score again. So you have 1 inch scored on both sides. And then we're going to flip it to the 7-inch side, and we will score at 1 inch. And again, as I'm saying it, you can also see it here if you need to, but we're going to score at 1 inch, and then at 3 inches, 4 inches, and 6 inches. And then you can move your scoring tool out of the way. So what you have is a 1 inch, a 2 inch, a 1 inch, 2 inch, and 1 inch. And then looking at the template here, we need to do some cutting. So from the bottom here, we're going to cut up to meet the second score line. So just cut along this score line here. And cut up to here and across. And we're going to do that on both sides. And then just go across here. And then if you turn it sideways, the score lines here, we're going to cut in to the cross score line, just like this here. Just go across there and across there. And we'll do the same thing on the opposite side. Okay, and then on your little tabs, I'm just going to cut in, angle a little bit just to the inside there, just like that. And the reason we do that is when you fold this all up and attach it, you don't get any extra bulk there because you have this little bit of, what shall we call, a little bit of leeway there. Because if you keep it straight, then it's very bulky when you fold and try and put it together. So just cut these on both sides of the tabs. Cut those off. And in here again, that side and that side. And then I also did it down here. If you wanted, you had a corner rounder, you could round the corner, but I just cut the edge here. Because otherwise it would be very difficult to tuck it into the box afterward. Now in my sample here, I did it with a 1/2 inch, but then I realized it could be done with the whole, with 1 inch, and it keeps the box closed better that way. So that is all of our scoring and cutting, and now we just need to fold on all the score lines. So just fold and use your bone folder to get a good crease on each of your scores. And then the same thing on the side scores. And then fold these here. Okay. So now we have the basic box. And it's just to fold it up and to glue it together. So either glue or tear and tape, the Seal Plus, whichever is your adhesive of choice, would go on these 2 tabs, and then they fold in to form the box. So I'm just going to use some of the liquid glue. And if you're using the glue, just put it on 1 tab at a time. If you're using the tear and tape, you could put it on all at once and then just peel your tape off of each one. But with the glue, you do want to just do 1 tab at a time. So just make sure that it lines up and hold it for a second or 2 so that it adheres well. And you could also burnish it if you want with your bone folder to get it to stay good. And then the next tab. So with the liquid glue, you just need to hold it for a second or 2. And the reason you don't want to put glue on all your tabs and then start putting it together, because this glue is permanent, but if you leave it, put it on and it starts to air dry, it becomes removable then. So your box would not hold together. But that is A little fact that some of you may not have known. Like on these here, I put this on the back and I let it dry, and then I can take it on and off here. Okay, let's get that side there. And then we have the last one here. And hold it for a second. So that, my friends, is your basic box. And I will decorate it now. If you have any DSP handy you want to grab, if not, you can decorate it later. But I really just wanted you to craft along with me so that you could learn how to make this adorable little box. So I will just quickly add my DSP on here. And the top is, as I said earlier, it is 2 3/4 by 1 3/4 because the finished size of the box is 3 by 2. So you just want the DSP to be 1/4 inch shorter so that you can center it. And have a little cardstock border around it. And then the side pieces are 1 3/4 by 3/4 high. So whoever has crafted along with me today, I would love to see your finished boxes when you have them done. Just email them to me or text them to me, because I do love when you share what you stamp. And then we just need a piece for the front and the back. Do the back also, even though you don't really see it, but I just like to have it finished all around. It looks prettier, especially if you want to gift it to someone, then you have all your sides finished. And now we just need the back piece. And just burnish that so it stays well. And then the 3 chocolates fit right in here. And you have a cute little box. And now I will just decorate it for you. I use the Just For You sentiment from the Sweet Strawberry stamp set, and I use the small flower, which you can punch out with the strawberry punch. So I will just do the sentiment first. The oval punch here, so I need the scalloped oval for layering, and then I need the solid oval here. Trim that a little bit so it fits in. Oh, my paper's too big. Get this in here again. I should have used a long strip, but I just grabbed what I had out. Okay. And for this, I just glued this to the scalloped piece, and then the scalloped piece I attached with dimensionals. just in the center of it. And some dimensionals on the back. There. And I apologize. I always know it takes me so long to get the backs off these when I do my videos. And I just angled it a little. And now the two flowers. And I stamped polished pink ink on the polished pink cardstock. And I will apologize in advance as I punch. I don't have a lot of strength right now to do this, so I will do it the best I can. I can't push it down either right now. Okay, got one for you. And let me get this other one. Okay. Let me get all these other scraps out of the way. And I did take the bone folder and just curled the petals up a little bit. Just went around it. Breaks the fibers down a little and gives the flower a little dimension. And then I used the mini dimensionals on the back of these, just because they fit better than the large dimensional. And again, let me get the backings off. And I just put them in the corners. And I used a couple little pearls. I used the small ones in the centers of the flowers. Whoops, stuck to my tweezer there. And I used the large ones on either side of the sentiment. And that is it, my friends. Cute little treat box. You make nice favors, a nice little thank you for someone, just a little because gift. And making a box really is very easy. I took the chocolate and I just measured, the width, the depth, and then the height. And then you just add on what you need for the sides, and that's the size of the box you need. So you really can make a box in just about, any size. You just have to measure what you want to go in it, and just add up on the sides and for your top. Okay, everyone, I hope you had fun today. I hope you enjoyed making your treat holder along with me. Maybe this is something that we will do more often on What's Crafting Wednesday. And again, I would love to see your finished boxes, treat holders, when you have them done and decorated. I hope you didn't have any trouble following along with me today. It's a little different than my Zoom classes because I'm not really interacting with you. I'm just showing you, but hope everything went smoothly for you and that you like this. And as always, I so enjoy your comments, so please give me your feedback. Send me those pictures of your finished treat holders. and I will see you back here next week, 7 o'clock. And I will still be doing a drawing for these 2 treat holders next week. Just because of the bulk of it and the price of shipping, it will be US only for the drawing. Thank you for your understanding, everyone. Okay, have a wonderful evening and a very crafty week. And don't forget, free shipping tomorrow. All orders $50 and over, Stampin' Up! Is giving free shipping, so that is a minimum of a $6.95 savings for you. Okay, everyone, thank you, and I will see you next week. Bye.